Yeah, welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Reviews and reactions. Let's go. It's the Brown Boy Wonder. Hold it down, representing for the culture. Every episode brings you closer into the mind and the heart of a hustler, where the truth and the groove collide. Stay tuned in, come enjoy the ride. Keep it authentic like that, never hold back. It's the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. The Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned in. The vibe's always on.
This is the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. We are back to talk about Batman the Animated Series. We only have 9 episodes left for this series. It's crazy, but it's okay. It's okay. We're here to talk about these next 4 episodes here. Episodes, of course, 16 through 20 or 101 to 106. I don't know, but it's okay. We're doing 16 to 20. But let me introduce guest for this evening here. My first guest, she's usually on a girls' night out. It is Ray. Ray, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm glad to not spend a girls' night out and doing a boys' night in.
Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean there. My second guest, he is cleaning up his old wounds. It is Anthony. Anthony, how are you today?
Perfect. Thank you. I'm doing all right. Thank you for having me. I'm interested to hear more about this Boys Night In, and considering, we all know what you mean, because I want to hear what you think that means later on in the show. But once again, happy to be here.
Fantastic, man. And my last guest, of course, there's something inside of this guy. Maybe a demon. It is Daniel.
Oh.
Daniel, how are you doing today?
There is a demon inside me. I thought that I had contained it enough that people wouldn't notice, but unfortunately, it is me.
Oh, how are you feeling? Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling a little demonish?
Doing great. The demon makes me stronger, if anything, so I'm kind of down with it.
Well,
That checks out.
That does check out. But let's get into our episodes here. Episode 16, The Animal Act. All right, we have Batman and Robin sitting on the rooftop watching for criminals. Nightwing arrives and has a quick convo with his old mentor. While the two talk, Robin points out that someone is climbing to the top of the radio tower and is stealing the circuit board. Batman confronts the assailant, but is attacked and thrown from the roof. While he is able to save himself from the grappling hook, Nightwing and Robin are left to confront the criminal alone. Robin tries to tying up the crook with bolas, but the crook simply breaks the cords and takes off running. Nightwing gives chase and manages to knock off the criminal's hat, revealing that it isn't actually a gorilla. Nightwing recognizes the gorilla as Peaches, but still manages to escape. Have you guys ever recognized someone off the street but did not confront them?
Did not confront, avoided them?
Yeah.
Sure, right. Yeah, there's that old sort of saying of you see someone you recognize from high school, and it's like, oh, do I approach them? Do I not? So, yeah, I understand the feeling of I'm just gonna not. There was a time I won't get into the names specifically, but some of you on this podcast know them. Where I thought I them in Walmart, and I made like a very extreme like cut through aisles to get out of the way to make sure I did not confront them. I don't even know if it was them, but just from afar, I was like, "Oh shit, I think that's so and so." And I just like cut through the women's clothing through the baby section over to the DVDs, and I was like, "I've got to get out of here."
Oh
Just hiding
no.
behind a child's onesie.
Yeah.
Oh man. What about you, Daniel?
One time I ran into a couple of our teachers at a brunch place, and we were sat like 2 tables away from them, and either they didn't recognize us or were equally unwilling to talk to us. So we just kind of didn't acknowledge each other.
Oh, is it like time has spent by? Like you have a beard now, and they couldn't recognize you?
I probably look different. I've been told that I look a lot different from high school, but the people I was there with, like Skyler and I think Steven, and Skyler looks basically identical from high school, so they should have at least seen him.
Okay. Oh, what about you, Ray? What about did anybody? Or do you recognize anybody from Delaware, Maryland? Maryland.
I'm from Maryland, thank you.
Yes.
No, I do not recognize people from a completely different state that I grew up in. I did have when I first moved here. Someone was like, "You look familiar to me. Did we go to school together?" And I was like, "I moved here a week ago." No.
Oh,
Mhm.
I don't know. You must be popular around the country, I think.
Sure.
I think I look. There was someone that I knew from middle school, and he always teased me. I'll say his name. His name was Shabam. I recognized him like a few years later, and I avoided eye contact with him because he made fun of me while I failed my tests. I think it was like a math test. So I just want to get away from him.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm glad you got away.
I got away. But don't worry. Later, Dick and Tim go to the circus where Dick grew up. He meets his old friends and wanted to check up on Peaches. Did you guys like to see Dick's old circus friends here?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, the circus is a pretty intrinsic part of Dick Grayson's whole history. So I like that he has a connection to it. Obviously, a lot of these characters in comic books in general, they have, dead family members or people that they can no longer visit, right? Like, obviously, Dick Grayson's parents, Bruce Wayne's parents. But, like, I like the idea of the hero having some form of, like, connection to their old life. So, like, the fact that Dick Grayson can go back to a world before all of this and just have something there, I think is kind of cool. That the fact that there's like people that recognize him that are almost like family, it's fun. I like that aspect of it.
Yeah, it's like he's going to his back to his old high school, old soccer grounds.
It's cool now that he's like sort of he is still part of the Bat family, but he's off like doing his own thing. I think it's cool that we're establishing that he has a life outside of Bruce and Tim and them. I think that's really important for building his own hero. So that's really cool.
We love to build his mythos here. Well, unlike the night before, Peaches is quite friendly. The Gorillas trainer Miranda arrives and talks with Dick. Dick realizes that things have changed since he left the circus, but learns nothing about the robbery. Do you guys like this lady here, Miranda? She has a snake.
She's pretty cool. I ship her. I would ship her with Nightwing for sure.
I mean, it doesn't take much to ship someone with Nightwing. You just need to have a pulse.
Miranda got it going on. I'll say she's like the Shakira in the Batman universe. I think because of the snake.
Okay, all right.
Did Shakira do a snake thing? I thought that was Britney.
No. Britney did a snake thing. I think it's the Womanizer music video. But no, Shakira. I think Shakira had a snake as well.
Okay, I believe you. You would know better than me.
Oh, I know my Shakira.
Well, look at that Shakira. I looked up Shakira snake, and that was an autocomplete. So I guess I'm seeing a lot of Britney with a snake. I don't know why Shakira and the snake. There's some big, crazy looking Okay, this is a deeper rabbit hole. We can't go down it. On your own time. Everyone look up Shakira and the snake. I don't have time for this. We got to talk about monkeys in the circus.
Oh, there's some big monkeys here. That night, Dick looks through a photo album and remembers about his past days. Batman arrives and explains that wherever the circus has been, there have been a series of robberies. As Miranda had the most training and experience with the animals, she may be the suspect. Dick insists that Miranda had nothing to do with it, but Batman is unconvinced, as it's been a long time since Dick had known her. Dick and Batman get a call from Robin and head out to stop another robbery. There was a funny part in this scene here. Batman got mad when he picked up Robin's call. He was like, "What? What do you want from me?" I think he's tired of Robin.
I mean, this Batman's pretty testy and angry, like that's not too surprising.
I guess so. They arrive at the scene of the crime and discover a pair of bears sorting through some electronic devices. The bears take the offensive when the two arrive. Nightwing tries to slip up one of the bears with an oil barrel, but the bear knows how to ride it. Nightwing realizes that these bears are from the circus. Batman and Nightwing manages to trap the bears under a car lift and behind a forklift. Do you guys know the rules? How to encounter a bear? Do you run if you see like a black bear or a brown bear, or do you just lay down, play dead?
If it's brown, lie down. If it's black, fight back. And then if it's white, you're dead. You're screwed. You're done.
Which one's a white?
Polar bear.
Polar bear?
Oh.
I just forgot the other kind of bear. I believe if a bear approached Ray, she'd be all right. I can't imagine a bear taking a swing at Ray. I think they'd be friends. I think she's good. That's just right.
Have a way
I'm
with
not saying
animals.
that's people. Yeah.
Look, if I see a bear, I might as well become dinner.
Abrar's up in the tree. He's got the bears like chasing him up tree. And he's like, get me down.
I'll give you. So I think Ray would be okay with bears, but I think she would get picked off by a big cat because their whole thing is they like hunt packs and they pick off the weak ones. I think they would smell her bonitis.
Yeah, that's correct.
My bones are fine. It's my tendons that are the issue.
Connections between them. Yeah,
The older together are very, very flat.
They're like, ooh, falls right off the bone.
Oh, jeez.
Big cat's got me like.
Oh. Well, if you see a bear, you know what to do now. The police return the bears, Polly and Dolly, to the circus. Like Peaches, they are now obeying Miranda without any trouble. And Miranda insists that she knows nothing about the bears, managed to get out and what they're doing, but Bullock doesn't believe her. He sets out to leave, but runs into a clown that's resting on his car. The clown hassles him a bit and runs off. I don't know. This scene was weird. The clown was kind of a pervert. He took out like hot dog wieners from his pants. I was like, whoa, what is going on here? But don't worry. Miranda heads back to the trailer, or her trailer, and discovers Dick got in first. He reveals to her that the door was unlocked. She insists that while she isn't very careful about her own door, she knows that the animal cages were locked. She believes that someone is messing with her animals and intends to find out who it is. Look, if I wouldn't mess with Miranda's and animals, because that lady had a snake, and I'm scared of snakes.
It's the snake that you have problems with? She's got a trained gorilla and bears.
Yeah, they're trained, but snakes are not trained. Are they trained?
I mean, I assumed hers was.
Unless she's like a snake whisperer.
I mean, I think that's kind of her job.
She's an animal expert.
Oh, that's true. But snakes like swivel around. I don't think they have a mind.
That's incredibly rude and not true.
Oh, okay.
That's rude to the snakes, Abrar. Be kind to your snake listeners.
I'm sorry. If you're a snake right now, just let me know in the comments. I'll apologize in person. Well, Dick returns to his apartment and finds that Batman is there waiting for him. He shows Dick a security tape of the bears actually knowing the access code to enter a secure room. This reveals that the bears are too smart to have simply been trained. Well, back to the circus. The clown that hassled Bullock approaches the bear cage, and the bears walk up to the side of it. The clown reaches in and removes the control chips he planted on the bears. Miranda arrives and confronts him and recognizes him as the Mad Hatter. Miranda prepares to attack, but the boa constrictor wraps around her and traps her while the Mad Hatter secretly slips a mind control chip on her. Okay. We should have known this. You guys know me. I hate this guy. But I'll give him an exception. I do like how he was the mastermind behind all the scheme. I thought that was clever.
Okay, sure. Well, yeah, so this is the Mad Hatter. We'd seen this redesign previously in the show. This is probably this like biggest spotlight episode. Weird thing that I noticed was like when he's like the little clown man, so you don't know it's him. His hat has the blue trim on it, which was the original Mad Hatter's design.
Yes.
So it's like, is that meant to be a clue? I don't know what that is. And then I don't know if it's this part or later, but when he takes off his disguise, there's a weird animation error where he has like a red wig on over his gray hair, but he takes off his gray wig to reveal his gray hair. Like they colored the wig the same color of his actual hair, so it looks really bizarre. But yeah, so this Mad Hatter lost a few feet in height, and he kind of looks cancer ridden, and he's not going to make it to next spring. But he did have a plan to control animals, so I guess there's that.
This man is dying, just like Gordon.
Everyone is.
What about you, Daniel? Do you still like this Mad Hatter?
I think design-wise, I like him better in this than I did like his original design. I think it's a little bit better. His old one was very teeth forward in a way. It didn't
bug teeth.
Didn't really vibe with me. He's an interesting villain. I think in this show he's been pretty like middle of the road. Basically every time that I've seen him in just across all media, he's either used really, really badly or he's just okay. I have yet to see like a really great Mad Hatter usage, and I think that's kind of disappointing because I feel like there is a lot of like potential there. There's a lot you could do with like the what was it, that Wonderland gang. Like if you really put something together with that, I think you could put a really interesting story, but I just have not seen it. I don't know if that's out there somewhere and I've just avoided it, but
well, did he look like this in Arkham, the Arkham games?
Sort of. Yeah.
He's a short guy.
Old. Yeah. I mean, I think I do agree with you guys. I like this version better because the original design, he looked more British. I like British people, but it's just I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, if anything, it should be that you like the British version more because this whole gimmick is being Mad Hatter.
True.
Is Mad Hatter supposed to be British?
The only thing I'll say about the old Mad Hatter design is that because he was like this big man with broad shoulders, it was a lot more intimidating that he was stalking like a young woman. Like that had like a real world sort of intimidating scariness about it, where it's like, I don't want this guy creeping around trying to stalk this girl. But now he looks more like what you'd consider in your head the Mad Hatter to look like, whether it's through the Disney stuff or the original book. Like you imagine this quirky little man, and that's what he is now.
All right. Batman and Nightwing arrive at the circus to find Miranda trapped in the lion cage. They manage to save Miranda, and she directs them to the big top. the Mad Hatter confronts Batman and Nightwing, explaining that he learned how to control the animals from a great distance, but with humans, he still needs proximity. At this point, Miranda turns on Nightwing and attacks him with her whip, while the circus strong man grabs Batman. The rest of the circus performers arrive and start attacking them. Fortunately, when the fire breather attacks Batman, he sets the Mad Hatter hat on fire, getting him to remove it and setting the circus performers free. The Mad Hatter tries to escape and opens Peach's cages in hopes of controlling her and having her help to escape. However, Batman and Nightwing catches up to him and destroys his hat. Finally, Peaches then pins on him to the ground and starts jumping on him. I thought the gorilla was doing something else to the Mad Hatter.
Oh my goodness!
But
he was just hitting him with the Yokozuna bomb.
Oh, the yes, the sit-on bomb. Yes. I thought it was something else. Later, the circus is peaceful again. Dick explains to Batman that Tim wanted to experience circus life, so he arranged for him to live with Miranda for the rest of the week. Tim is greatly disappointed as his job is to clean up the cages. Dick, however, claims that he misses the life of the show business. Are we giving this animal episode a thumbs up or thumbs down?
I like the Dick Grayson stuff, like we mentioned. I like him having his connection to the circus. I like that him recognizing the ape sort of starts the whole ball rolling, and he's generally trying. He's not like making assumptions on Madison or anything like that. Like he does try to figure out what's going on. I thought the ending was kind of weird. Like we always talk about how like these episodes end, right? Like the villain gets defeated, and they're like, "Well, that's the end of it." And then in this one, the villain gets defeated, and they're like, "Well, we did it. I guess we have to punish Tim by making him shovel shit." And it's like, what did Tim do? What was this for? I don't understand. So I'll give it a thumbs up. It's not a strong thumbs up, but I do think it's a pretty passable episode.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Ray? Do you like animal cruelty?
I do not like animal cruelty. So when you
Okay.
phrase it like that, this is a bad episode.
Okay.
But no, I do like this episode. It's always good when we harken back to the fact that Dick is a circus boy and all. Not a lot of Batman in this episode.
No.
He just shows up to be an asshole and then like disappears. But yeah, I would give this a thumbs up. Again, also not like a super strong thumbs up, but like it's good. It's Mad Hatter doesn't completely suck in it. And Tim gets to shovel some shit. So like what's to complain about?
What's they?
Well, if you're Tim, quite a bit.
Look, Batman yelled at Tim, man. He's just a kid. I understand, but he's just a kid. Don't yell at him. What about you, Daniel? Do you like Miranda?
I do like Miranda. I don't believe I know her from anything other than this. I don't think she's like a comic character. Although her last name is Kane, so she's clearly part of. I don't know if she's supposed to be part of like the big Kane family or whatever, because there's like 700 different Batman characters who's with the last name Kane. But no, yeah, I like this episode. I enjoy seeing the circus. I like seeing the extended Bat family like do things on their own. The twist was interesting enough. I'm down for it for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you too. It is also a thumbs up for me. I just like to see Nightwing, man. I just like to see his origin story or his story. We need more of Nightwing here.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Oh, speaking of, let's get into our next episode. Episode 17. Look, this episode. This is we might have to get some Kleenex because we're about to cry for this episode here. Episode 17, Old Wounds. As Robin fights against pickpocket and thieves, one gains the upper hand and traps him in an overturned garbage bin. When the goon runs into the street, a shadowy figure flies off a building and tackles him. Around the corner where Robin is extracting himself from the garbage bin, Nightwing emerges with the man who tried to run, with Robin remarking that he could have gotten him. As Nightwing shrugs off and walks away, Robin remarks that he is just like Batman. Stunned, Nightwing stops and remarks that he's nothing like Batman. Robin points out the similarities between Batman and Nightwing, to which the young adult told him to drop it. Robin then asks him why he left the role of Robin, and Nightwing responds that things change and he should ask Batman. Robin tells him that he did, and Batman just said the same thing. Nightwing then takes Robin to a dock and recounts the last days as Robin, just after he finished college at Gotham State University. Did you guys had old wounds with someone?
Like a grudge?
Yeah, like a little grudge.
No, not yet. Maybe soon.
Here's hoping.
I'm open for beef.
Okay. Yeah, there's a good show called Beef on Netflix. That's the point of this episode here. What about you, Ray? Do you have any grudges?
Yes.
do you want to name them, or do you don't want to?
We don't have enough time in the world to go through all of that.
Gotcha. What about you, Anthony? Do you love the movie Grudge with Robert De Niro? Is that the movie? Is that The Grudge? No, I'm thinking of. No, never mind. What about you, Anthony?
Yeah, like I've had falling outs with people. Some it's just natural, and some, you wish you could change. But as Dick says, things change. That's just how life goes. And maybe you're lucky and you get to fix those things and heal those old wounds. But some things can't be fixed. But hopefully for Dick here, maybe they'll get fixed for him. We'll see.
I hope Dick gets better here. Let's get into the story here. Bruce Wayne misses Dick Grayson's graduation. Oh no, because he is working as Batman, and Dick is celebrating his graduation with Barbara Gordon. He is paged by Batman, who wants to meet him at a location from a tip he had received. As Dick returns to dance with Barbara, he realizes some worthless excuse for why he must leave. Have you guys done this to your date where you just leave?
No.
No.
I thought this was really funny because it really does sound almost like Dick's proposing to Barbara in the scene. It's getting really romantic.
Oh yes.
And then he has to go do Batman and Robin stuff. And then he's like, sorry, Babs, I gotta go clean out the fridge. And it's no wonder Barbara was kind of put off by this. Could you imagine being like, hey, we should take the next step, and then being like, I gotta go. You'd be annoyed.
Honestly, I might be like Dick. I might do that. I don't know.
Just be a better liar. That's all I'm asking.
All right. What about you, Ray? Have you been? Have your date has left the scene?
No. I've never had a date suddenly leave me. No.
Okay, that's good. I'm sure Daniel. No.
He leaves his dates all the time.
True.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just I get bored after the appetizers, and I gotta get out of there.
Oh, you're missing the dessert.
Yeah.
He gets his mozzie sticks and he leaves.
Oh.
That's all I need.
All right, I understand. Well, Batman is watching a warehouse, and Robin arrives. Woohoo! They prepare to investigate and foil the latest scheme by the Joker. So Robin is pretty much grown up, but he's still in that Robin outfit. Do you guys like this outfit? This grown-up outfit of Robin here?
I mean, it's basically the same thing he was wearing in BTAS, and he was in college in BTAS. Now he's just graduated. It's through the lens of this show and its art style, but like it's the same green pants and the short sleeves and all that. So, and clearly, it is time for him to change because he's he's a grown man now. He's out of college.
Yeah.
He can't be robbing all the time.
No, I felt like he got taller, so I think the suit doesn't look right on him.
The art style.
Yeah, art. Did he had his mullet in the scene? I don't remember.
No, he doesn't have the mullet
so.
as
Okay.
Robin.
Right. All right. The next scene here is truly the best. When the Joker easily makes his escape from the dynamic duo, Batman is trapped. Orders Robin to go after them, following a henchman named Connor, who is left behind. Robin encounters the man returning home to his family. Connor does not want anything to go down in front of his family, but before Robin can act, Batman crashes through a side window and pins Connor against a wall. While Batman interrogates Connor in a rough way, Robin pleads with him not to make a scene in front of his family. When Batman does not reply kindly, Robin takes off and later shows up at Barbara's apartment as Dick, complaining about the situation, and he can't do this anymore. He wants to get away from Batman and was unsure how to proceed. Eventually, he leaves as abruptly as he arrived with a little explanation. If you guys were Barbara here, what would you do? What would you say to Dick for the situation here?
I'd say, check, please.
Oh, Daniel. Oh, classic Daniel.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
So this scene reminds me of I forgot what animated movie from Batman is where I think it was the Jason Todd movie where Batman breaks the arm of the criminal and Robin's like, all right, I can't do this anymore. I forgot what is that. Under the Red Hood?
That is not what happened. And Under the Red Hood, Jason breaks a guy's collarbone and Batman's like, you fucked up, dude.
Oh, okay. It was reversed. Yeah. That's what it reminded me of. Good stuff here. But we're about to get a 1997 Batman Robin scene here in the next scene here we're about to talk about. Sometime later, Barbara is asking Bruce what has come between him and Dick. Understanding how she cares a great deal for him, he asks her to follow him, opening the secret clock entrance to the Batcave. As she descends the staircase behind him, bats flutter from below and she realizes that what Bruce is showing her about Dick and himself. Bruce also informs her of his knowledge about her secret as Batgirl. Alfred emerges from behind a corner and even tries to say that he is Batman. Bruce tells him that's all right. And Alfred tells him that there is something on the news channel that they might want to watch. Look, Alfred, do you guys want Alfred on your side? He's there for you, there forever.
It's a good bit. It's definitely one of the better jokes of this entire season. Is Alfred admitting that he's Batman, and Barbara gives him a look like,
It's good. But yeah, Batgirl understands that Bruce is Batman. It's good stuff here. Turning up the volume, the Joker is delivering a ransom note for the latest game involving a radar jamming device. Bruce asks Alfred to contact Dick, but Alfred tells him that he's been trying and cannot reach him. Bruce says that he will need backup, and Barbara tells him that he already has it. After Batman and Batgirl leave to take on the Joker, Dick comes down to the Batcave asking where Barbara is after seeing her car on the driveway. Alfred tells him that she and Bruce have a run on an errand. Dick
Alfred
at
Alfred says to Dick Grayson, "It's true. I am Barbara Gordon."
Perfect. Dick asks what kind of errand, and he noticed that the Batmobile is not parked in the Batcave. I feel like Barbara handled it pretty well when he discovered that he's Batman. I think I would shit my pants if Bruce Wayne told me that he's Batman.
Okay, that's. I mean, it would be like a famous billionaire saying that they're a superhero. It's a big deal for a lot of people. I wish he would have then started asking questions of like, okay, so what's wrong with Dick? She's very eager to be like, I guess I'm with Batman now. I I guess she's wanting that sort of validation, like she hasn't been part of like the inner circle and now she is, so she's like, yes, I get to be part of the whole Bat family now.
Yes.
But she does not seem to like want to find out what's wrong with Dick Grayson, her boyfriend, in any way. She's like, I guess I'm hanging out with Bruce, doing Batman stuff. It's like, all right, thanks, Barbara.
Yeah, that's a little weird. That's your boyfriend or future fiance. What's going on, Barbara? When Robin arrives at the scene of the Joker's plan, Batgirl is thrown off a tower. Robin rescues her, and the two fly to another building top, telling her that they need to talk. I agree. We all agree there. She interrupts him because there's work to do. As Batman fights against the Joker and his henchmen, Batgirl reemerges with Robin and tackles the Joker. He then begins to fire upon the three, and Batgirl directs his attention towards the radar jamming device, which is destroyed by Joker's gunfire. Alright. This next scene here, you got my... At the moment, I think you guys gotta get some Kleenex and wipe your tears here. It's about to get sad here. Or disheartening. Batman then grabs Batgirl, and the two hang from the building edge as the machine explodes and knocks everyone close to the ground, including the Joker. After the police arrive and the scene is picked apart, Robin is furious at Batgirl for not telling him her secret. She responds that he wasn't honest in either, and that Batman already knew her secret. Redirecting his anger at Batman for putting Batgirl in danger, Robin asks why did he not tell him that Barbara was Batgirl, when Batman tells him that it was not his place to tell Robin. Robin says that they have grown apart and quits. When Batman tries to stop Robin from leaving, Robin turns around and slaps his bitch ass, stripping his mask and his cape off. He leaves Batman and Batgirl and never was Robin again. What was your thoughts on this scene here?
It's iconic.
Shoo.
I talked about before that this Batman in this particular season is very cold. He's very detached. He's very stern. And I don't think that always works. I kind of wish there was more of a story reason behind it that we could see. But a lot of these episodes are from the perspective of other characters, especially this episode being from Dick Grayson's perspective.
Yeah.
And in episodes like this, it works because you see a character who's witnessing this change in Batman and says enough is enough. And it's like, it kind of like as the show, you're like, yeah, I want someone to tell this Batman's enough is enough because he's not the same Batman that we knew from BTAS. He feels different. And I'm a big fan of Dick Grayson and Bruce have a very, rough relationship at times. That's why he leaves. It's something that I really enjoy, that aspect. So seeing it depicted like this, seeing Dick Grayson get to sock Bruce in the face, I think is great.
It's like, as Nightwing says, things change. Do you agree, Anthony? Daniel?
Yes, definitely things change.
Thank you.
What about you, Ray? Do you want Batman and Nightwing to just get along?
No, well, I mean, yes, eventually, but like, I like this separation. You can't be a sidekick forever unless you're Tim Drake. But No, I like this. It's good that Dick finally breaks out onto his own. I don't like when some writers make it that like Batman's like, oh, I pushed you because I knew you needed to fly on your own, and it's like, no, it should be a Dick Grayson Nightwing like idea. He doesn't need to be manipulated by Bruce again. And yeah, this Bruce is such an asshole in New Adventures for some reason. But yeah, I mean, as good as they are together, and they will be together again, you know. It's good that Dick goes off to be Nightwing.
You gotta. Again, I don't want to repeat myself. Things change. As Nightwing finishes the story, he and Robin return to the scene of the earlier fight and find a wallet that has been stolen by the goons. After opening the wallet to see who it belongs to, Nightwing is shocked to learn that it's Connor. Hey, it's Connor. Who now works as a night watchman at Wayne Enterprises. Returning the wallet, Connor relates the earlier encounter with Batman and how it changed his life. Bruce Wayne had given him a job and regularly checked on him, often inquiring about the well-being of his family. Nightwing responds that Bruce Wayne is a good man. And he and Robin left. The bat signal comes on in the night sky, and Robin says that duty calls, asking if Nightwing will join him. As Robin prepares to fly off, Nightwing remarks that it's about time and flies off with them to join Batman. Are we giving this episode a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Thumbs up. Big thumbs up from me, just because this is actually one of my all-time favorite episodes of the show. It's no secret that I'm a Dick Grayson fan. I'm a Nightwing fan. And as I mentioned, I like the sort of clashing of characters of Dick and Bruce. So to see that all played out, the whole things change, I've changed, like that's a bit that I quote a lot with my friends. So like, yeah, that's an iconic bit. I love this episode. Big thumbs up for me.
Oh, fantastic! Oh, what about you, Ray? Do you want to cover up those old wounds?
I yeah. I mean, okay. I do. I like this episode a lot. It's, you know, it's funny in a way because like in BTAS, they felt like they were forced to keep using Dick Grayson, and then obviously there's been years of separation. I think the show was like canceled for like 2 years or whatever before it came back as New Adventures.
Yeah.
And like, so it's really nice just and also in like a meta sense that we get this episode and the spotlight on Dick and why he is no longer Robin and everything. So yeah, I like this episode a lot. It's also probably one of my favorites, so I give it a big thumbs up.
Oh, what about you, Daniel? Are you giving this a thumbs down?
Yeah, man, I hated this episode. Super bad. Worst one so far.
Damn.
No, obviously. Oh. It's it's really good. I really like this. I do like the whole relationship between Batman and Dick falling apart. I think that is handled really well. I don't really love that they sort of hand wave Batman's beating a man's ass in front of his child away by being like, yeah, but then he gave him a job, and it's like, yeah, that fixes it. Way to go, bud.
That's what I said when watching it. It's like that does not make up for the fact that you did brutalize this man in front of his family.
Traumatized.
Like, that doesn't really. I mean, it helps, I guess, but it's not. It doesn't fix the problem. But no, yeah, I think this is a really good episode. I am always going to be a fan of things that involve the Bat family doing things. Like, I'm surprised that it took us this long into the show to get a lot of Bat family stuff. I mean, we have like 8 episodes left, and we're just now seeing like, and now everyone knows who everyone is. So,
well, I mean, yeah, we're running out of time.
Yeah, but it's a really good episode. There's definitely a lot of good stuff in here.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. It is a huge thumbs up from the crew here. We're gonna do a top 5 favorite episodes of Batman the Animated Series when we're done with the series. This might be on top 6, 5. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Did I miss a interesting fact? Okay, so I did. So the animal episode, I forgot to say the interesting fact. That interesting fact is Bruce Timm says that is one of the worst episodes in the animated series.
Whoa.
You should
It was
watch the
definitely
show.
worse.
But for this interesting fact, for this episode's flashback was later adapted into a limited series, The Batman Adventures: The Lost Years. It bridges the gap between Batman the animated series and the New Adventures, explaining that how Batman discovered Batgirl's identity, Dick's journey around the world, and Tim's life before becoming Robin, including his witnessing the final fight between Batman and, I don't want to spoil the villain, but that character. We got to see that lost years, man. Like I'd rather see that. But all right, let's get into the next episode here. Episode 18. Daniel, are you okay? It's do you still got that demon in you? You got that dog in you? Or demon? You got that demon in you?
I do. I've got it under control. Oh, he's coming out.
Whoa. Are we speaking to Demon Daniel right now? The DD?
Yes, it's me now, Etradan, the demon podcaster.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, I don't know how to. Are we? I got to do an exorcism right now. Hold on.
Whoa, hey, that's not cool, bro.
No. In the power of the Brown Boy podcast, I condemn you.
You couldn't even let Etradan be here for the episode before we brought back normal Daniel.
I'll bring him back. Don't worry. I'll bring him back later. I'll bring him back later. But are you here, Daniel? Are you here with us?
Is Daniel in the room? Yeah, hi.
Yes. Oh, you're okay. Great.
It's me. Where'd I go? What happened?
Something happened, but I'll bring him back.
What?
All right. Let's get into the episode here. The Demon Within. Bruce Wayne and Tim Drake visit Gotham's auctioneers. Bruce wanted Tim to be here so that Tim doesn't play video games. Tim encounters another boy known as, how do you pronounce this little kid's name? Is it Clarion?
Yeah.
Clarion, yeah.
Clarion, okay. Who claims he's there by himself. Okay. My first impression of this boy, he looks like Wednesday Addams.
Yeah, that's fair. That's not too far off. For you, that's actually a brilliant comparison.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wednesday is out on Netflix, season 2. The whole season's there. I don't know if you guys have been watching that. I think it's okay. Clarion leaves and sits down for the auction, which is for the branding iron used by Morgan Le Fay. Clarion bids $100K, but a man named Jason Blood bids $110K. The two soon enter a bidding war until Clarion bids $250K. The auction is about to end when Bruce unexpectedly bids $1 million and wins. I don't know, Bruce Wayne had money like that.
You didn't
$1
know
million?
Bruce Wayne had that money?
Yeah, just to bid off. Just bid $1 million, just like that.
He's a
If anyone
billionaire.
But for the small
door
things, you gotta stay a
It's
billionaire.
not a small thing.
You're right. But if I was Bruce Wayne, I wouldn't do that with my money. Bruce picks up the iron and is confronted by Clarion, who gives a warning but is interrupted by Jason Blood. Clarion acknowledges that they meet often, but claims they will meet on purpose next time. Bruce greets Jason, and he tells Bruce that Clarion turned his own parents into mice. What are you guys' thoughts on just Jason Blood here?
Pretty cool. Glad to see him.
the demon boy.
We had, no, he's been banished. He got sent away. We look, the whole family's here. We had Dick, we had Barbara, we had Tim. Now Jason's here. Everybody's in town.
Oh,
I don't know, man. Jason's Blood's hairstyle is a little jacked up to me.
Okay.
I think he got
well,
like
You
got
can't
it.
help it.
It looks like he got it from Great Clips. It's terrible.
well, I'm gonna tell Mr. Osborne that you said that. Okay.
I would please tell him because he looks terrible. Um,
all right. Listen, I'm a big fan of Jason Blood and Etrigan. I think it's a really cool concept for a character. I like in this episode they already have like an established history. Like Batman just knows this guy from a previous adventure we didn't see. Like I like that it's kind of like obviously we saw in the episode itself the backstory, but like Zatanna. By the time Zatanna shows up in Gotham, Bruce already has a history with her. Batman's just met guys on his adventures. Like that's just part of his story. And yeah, just the concept of like a guy from King Arthur times that's got to be a rhyming demon. Love it. And he looks awesome. Etrigan looks cool. He's got those cool like fish fins on his head, like the Abomination. Like I can't hate on Etrigan. He's great.
He looks interesting. Well, as we mentioned, at Jason's apartment, Jason promised to pay back Bruce, but he calls it a professional curiosity. Tim discovers, as we mentioned, a statue of Terrigan, and Jason tells him that it was a demon that merely summons to protect a Camelot. As they were talking, Clarion's cat, Tiki, I think that's the name, tries to grab the iron while Bruce notices her and takes it away. The cat then morphs into the human-like creature and knocks Bruce down. All right, I think it's time to bring back the DD. Daniel Demon, are you there with us right now?
Well, then I can get him. Gone, the form of man. Behold the demon Etridan.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
How are you doing today, man?
I was doing all right, but then you banished me.
I'm sorry, but what do you thought about this demon here?
Pretty hot, real sexy.
What?
Oh.
Ray, do you agree?
Yeah, you know what? This demon is sexy. Also, Demon Dad, you sound like Snake.
I do a little voice acting on the side.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, Tim interferes, but is quickly overpowered. Soon, Jason morphs into the demon Terrigan to Tim's I'm sounding like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Amazement. Terrigan attacks the cat, but a fire erupts, and Terrigan decides to save Tim and Bruce. Etrigan, excuse me.
I was gonna ask.
Thank you. Etrigan. Is it Etrigan? Etrigan. Decides to save Tim and Bruce and warns the cat of her reckoning. The cat quickly escapes into the night while Clarion waits. Clarion takes the iron and begins an incarnation. Jason heals Tim's wounds by placing a powder on his arm, which makes the injuries suddenly disappear. Jason starts to feel pain, and the spirit of Terrigan leaves Jason's body.
Nope.
Etrigan leaves Jason's body. All right, I summon Daniel back now.
I didn't leave. I was here the whole time.
Okay, you can stay for a bit.
Wait.
Because you're about to come back. Bruce questions Etrigan, but informs him that his new master awaits and throws Bruce down. Clarion laughs at the developments. At his home, Clarion informs Terrigan that
Man, it's really offensive that you can't pronounce demon names.
Sorry, that while he has the brand, that person has to do whatever he says.
Okay.
Etrigan knocks down the door and they leave. Meanwhile, Jason tells Bruce and Tim that the demon kept him from aging, but with it gone, he will show his age until he dies. Bruce declares that it won't happen if he can help it. Tim wants to help, but Bruce instructs him to stay with Jason. Besides Daniel here, Ray and Anthony, do you guys ever felt there's a demon living inside of you?
Oh God.
What? The questions are unparalleled.
It's true. This episode has been amazing with those. Yeah, I mean, occasionally on times, maybe like, for like a birthday or holiday, sure. Maybe with dinner, but like no, not normally every day. But yeah, from time to time, if it's special.
What about you, Ray?
Yeah, some may say that like I'm always a demon and I'm not even a person anymore.
That's tough. That's tough. In town, Clarion walks out of a movie theater, probably watching Conjuring: The Last Rites, but claims he hates sequels and has Etrigan destroy it. Etrigan then wrecks an ice cream truck, but doesn't find Clarion's favorite flavor, strawberry. Clarion sees a cake store and Etrigan throws the truck into the window, and Clarion starts eating the cakes. A train is heard overhead, and Etrigan throws the train off the track. Afterward, he demolishes the old buildings for Clarion's amusement. Man, this kid. Okay, look, at this point, he's getting silly, right? But this kid loves strawberry. He loves it.
Yeah, man, yeah, for sure.
He loves it. I mean, he was eating all of them, all the strawberries in the world.
All I was thinking when he was eating that cake, though, was like, Etrigan just threw a car through the window. There's probably shattered glass in that cake.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Ugh.
It's like sprinkles for demons.
Oh,
he's just a kid, right? I mean, like a...
No. Clarion, which boy?
Yeah. So he's
That
just a
boy.
guy.
No, he's not.
he's not.
He's a demon. He's an ally to demons. He's not a demon himself. I don't.
He's a
think.
witch boy.
He's a witch
He's
boy.
a
Yeah,
witch
he does
boy.
witchcraft. He like has a bunch of
he's-
crystals and shit, and he charges them in the moonlight. He doesn't make him a demon.
He's oh my gosh. So you know Dr. Fate, right?
Yeah,
And how he's a Lord of Order.
right.
Clarion Witchboy is he's not a Lord of Chaos, but he's from like that group. So he's not like a human doing witchcraft.
Oh,
Well, why do they call him a witch boy?
That's just what he's called. I don't know. I didn't make him.
Well, go back and unmake him.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
I look him up and it says species witch. So he's not just a guy. He's a witch.
Okay, I thought witch was more like an occupation, but all right, I'll take that.
It's like
It's a
it's
gender?
like Jewish. Like sometimes
No.
you're born into it, sometimes you can convert.
I guess so.
That makes sense.
The witch. Oh, like Narnia. He's like a little Narnia here. Lion,
What
Witch,
the
in the
fuck
Wardrobe.
does that mean?
I don't know. Batman soon appears with the intent to teach Clarion a lesson. The boy disagrees and puts a spell that makes spikes come out of Batman's body. Jason and Tim look on, and Jason performs a spell to reverse the effects, and the spikes disappear. Upon viewing the disappearance, Clarion makes tree limbs form out of Batman. He manages to knock Clarion down while the tree limbs also disappear. Clarion notices that the help from Jason and instructs Terrigan to kill him. Jason Derulo performs another spell which makes an illusion of several Batmen, but Clarion finds a real one and tells Terrigan to follow him. Batman tries to elude Terrigan, but finds himself at a dead end. With the guy approaching, Jason performs a spell that makes Batman go into the wall and becomes invisible. But Jason's strength is weakening. Clarion scolds Terrigan for losing him and tells Terrigan to go kill Jason. Oh man, a lot of things are happening. Do you guys are you guys snoozing while you're watching this episode, or you're like really engaged at this point? But I was like, this is not a Batman episode for me.
I mean, I can't say I was doing either. I'd say somewhere in the middle. You
Mm.
know, I'm not like dead asleep, but I'm not on the edge of my seat. I'm watching it.
You're
It's
you're
happening.
you're reclined right now. You're not unreclined. You're just laying back, just watching.
Sure. Yeah.
Gotcha. With the danger coming up, Jason tells Tim to speed a powder in a circle while he chants. Terrigan appears, but the powder forms a force field, and Terrigan is unable to break it. Jason loses his strength, and the force field collapses while Clarion visualizes it. Batman knocks Clarion down and grabs the iron. Narnia. As Terrigan grabs Jason, Batman reverses the spell, and Terrigan and Jason become one again. So this scene reminds me of that one SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob drew a circle on the sand, and that bear, it was like a bear, half lion, whatever, can't go across that circle. It kind of reminded me of that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Magic.
Yeah, magic. Let me finish this episode here. Clarion becomes angry and sends his cat, who morphs into her human-like form. Batman brands her with the iron and tells her to sit, and she reverts to normal form. Clarion soon releases energy blast, which knocks Batman off a railing. As Clarion forms a big blast and fires it, a blast from Terrigan sends it back. Clarion is unable to withstand the blast and sends him back, crashing into the stack of boxes. Terrigan recites a spell and disappears with Clarion. A confused Robin and me asked about the evening, but Batman had enough with magic for one night, doesn't want to talk about it. Clarion is seen trapped in a magic ball on a shelf as punishment, while a fully restored Jason Blood reads the newspaper. Are we giving this Dragon Ball Z episode a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, that part when he was blasting all that, I was like, oh, he's doing the Kamehameha. It's like,
You know what? I made that same joke while watching it. So you're right. Actually, I take my question back. Yeah, he does have a little, palm to palm action. You're right. No, you're right. I will give it a thumbs up just because I like how they handled Etrigan, or what did you say, Tarragon? Yeah, I like that aspect of it. I'm not the biggest Clarion fan. He's been done in animation before, like in Young Justice. Not before this show, obviously, but he's been done post this. And he is from the Etrigan comics, from the Demon comic books.
Okay.
So, like, there is purpose for him being here. I think it's a perfectly fine choice. Just not, like, overly attached to the character. But I really like Etrigan, and I think they did that character justice. So I like that aspect of it. So for that, I give it a thumbs up.
All right. What about you, Demon Daniel? What do you think?
Well, it's pretty good. I like having representation of demons. Thumbs up.
Oh man,
Bring
like
back the
Etrigan.
hot cat lady.
Oh yes, I'll bring her back. Don't worry.
I agree with
What about you, Ray? Do you love this type of magic?
You know what? Yeah. Very stereotypically of me being a girl, I like magic and paranormal things.
Sure.
So, I very much like this episode. I have to ask you, do your notes that you have, does it not have the E for Etrigan? Is that why you keep calling him Tarragon?
He's just dyslexic, dude.
No, there's an E in each word, but it's just a weird word. I'm sorry.
No,
But,
that's
like,
fair. It's just I was
okay.
trying to get why you were leaving off a whole letter at the beginning. No, that's I
mean,
I
I
get it. I'm also dyslexic. It's fine.
I just don't say that word often in my daily work, in daily days. So I
Yeah,
don't,
but
I don't...
you're literally swapping letters around. I think you might actually have dyslexia. You
I don't
took
know.
the first two letters and swapped them.
I don't know, man. Reading comprehension, man. We gotta have that. But yeah, I look. This episode was very conflicted with me here. I like some aspects of it being goofy and all, but there's some parts I'm like towards the end. I'm like, it's whatever. I'll just give it a thumbs down. Just to be different from you guys. Okay, let me bring back Daniel. I don't know if he's back yet, but hold on. Let me get the demon out of there. The demon out of you. Okay. Demon Daniel, I want you out of his body now.
That's terrible. That didn't even rhyme. Like, it didn't even sound like a thing. That's crazy.
It worked.
Sure,
That's true. It didn't work.
It was my annoyance of you that brought me back just to talk shit.
That's what I gotta do. Well, I don't have any interesting fact for this episode. Do you guys had anything on this one?
No, that's your job.
Yeah, it is. There were facts, but they're not interesting.
My interesting fact is that Ray believes that witches are not people, which is, I think, a little bigoted.
No, listen. In the DC universe, there is a classification for witches not being humans,
and they shouldn't be allowed to vote. I agree.
I think it's not this way anymore. I think Clarion in modern continuity is like from a secret coven underneath a city or something like that. But I think originally, like way back in the day, I think he was from like a place called Witch World. So like,
Is it a different planet or a different dimension?
Don't ask me questions.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're right. Look, we like witches in movies, but if I see one in person, I'm out of there. Let's get into the next episode. Here is probably all of our favorite episode here, maybe. It's episode 19, Girls' Night Out. A prison truck from Metropolis is entering Gotham City. The prisoner is Livewire, on her way to her treatments at Gotham Corp. That may succeed in her returning to her normal self. However, the truck drives past a recent road accident where a power cable has fallen to the ground. The truck passes close enough to let Livewire absorb its power and escape. All right, we have our first introduction of Livewire. What do you guys think about this Static Shock girl?
Oh, that's a little ahead of yourself. I like this character. Obviously, she's a character that originates from the Superman animated series show. So this is, in all intents and purposes, the most pure original version that you can get here. I like her simplistic costume, sort of a living lightning bolt thing. I like that she's kind of annoying and obnoxious and all that. Her gimmick in the Superman show was that she was like a shock jockey. So she was like an annoying radio host that rage baited people. So that's her whole thing, and I think that works here. So she's cool. She's fun.
Yeah, she's like a mixture between like Roxy Rocket and Lola of Harley Quinn in here. What about you, Daniel?
So when she first showed up, I did assume it was Killer Frost just because of the colors. So it took me until she started shooting lightning to be like, oh, that's right. There's another one of these who does lightning stuff. But no, she's cool. I like her a lot. She's a real asshole, and I'm not a huge fan of her third wheeling on my girl hot date out, but it's still fun. They have a fun little dynamic.
Oh, what about you, Ray? Do you like this art style of Livewire?
I do like Livewire. I think she is a fun character. I like her as a shock jockey. It's a nice play as the opposite of Clark Kent being a newspaper journalist. And you know, she's She's obnoxious, but like in a good way. Like I like that she's obnoxious. I like that she comes on the screen. I'm like, oh, will you shut up? Like that's the point of her character.
Well, I guess she's living in the moment. Every scene she's in. Well, Batgirl is driving the Batmobile, searching the city for Livewire. Over the radio, Batman tells her he'll be back in Gotham in 2 days, and will try to get her some backup in the meantime. Batgirl isn't worried, assuming Livewire is already heading back to Metropolis, until she spots Livewire skimming along some power cables. Livewire spots Batgirl and immediately lands on the Batmobile, on the Batmobile's hood, sending a current through the body that shocks Batgirl. Uh-oh. No, oh ho. In Metropolis, Kara, in house sitting for Clark Kent, while he himself is out of town. On the phone with her foster mother, she reports that much to her disappointment, crime in Metropolis is slow that week. Then Batman telephones the apartment asking for Clark Kent. Without giving his name, Batman advised Clark that Livewire is loose in Gotham, and if Kent wants to get on top of the story, he should head there immediately. With Superman gone, Kara immediately dons her Supergirl outfit and flies to Gotham. All right, we get a crossover for the first time here. We get the first introduction of Kara, aka Supergirl. What do you guys think about this house sitter?
This is my favorite version of Supergirl personally, and I'm not like a big Supergirl fan. So if there's Supergirl experts out there that prefer a version or whatever, like I totally get it. But I like this sort of youthful, sort of like teenage version. Like she's not very responsible. She's not very mature. She does have that sort of like angsty, rebellious attitude to her without being like over the top or obnoxious. Like Livewire's obnoxious for a purpose. Supergirl's just youthful and fun, which is the opposite of Clark Kent being this like serious, responsible superhero guy. So I like that about her, and it's fun to see her interact with these characters in the show.
Absolutely. What about you, Daniel? Do you love this Supergirl?
Yeah, I'm pretty. I don't have a lot of sort of history with Supergirl either. Like, obviously, I know her from like Smallville. I guess would be the other place where I see her a bunch. She just isn't a character who gets a ton of play in media outside of the comics. Obviously, the only other thing I remember is I'm pretty sure she's in like the first couple episodes of Justice League Unlimited. Doesn't she like do some stuff with she's like got to stop Captain Atom from exploding or something? I don't remember. But yeah, no, she's perfectly fine. I like her partnership with Batgirl. It kind of makes me want to see like them team up with other heroines in this world, but I don't know who else that would even be at this point. So
maybe
like Wonder Woman, but it would have to be like a kid, and I don't know if they ever established like a Donna Troy in the DCAU.
No, not really. And Wonder Woman, when she shows up in Justice League, is like kind of implied to be pretty young because she's like kind of young and naive. So there's probably not anyone younger than that currently. But I like this super. I like the white T-shirt a lot. I think that's such a cool look for her.
It looks good. What about you, Ray? Are you a big fan of Supergirl?
I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of Supergirl. For the most part, I do enjoy her in things when I see her, as long as she's not just girl Superman. There's a lot of times where she's just like characterized the same as her cousin, but she's just a girl. So I like younger Supergirl. I love the white T-shirt look, and I like that she's more brash, and I tend to like Supergirl when I see her, as long as she's not just her cousin but female.
Yeah, I think we all like the white T-shirt on her because I think it just pops, at least in this universe or in this Batman universe. Usually it's always dark. Usually no one's wearing a white T-shirt or white
Yeah.
anything. I think that's why.
Stands out.
Yeah, definitely stands out, especially with the big S on the chest there. Batgirl manages to escape the Batmobile by ejecting, landing safely in Gotham Park. Livewire lands in the park and begins tossing electric blasts, but all Batgirl can do is dodge. If you can dodge a wrench or lightning, you can dodge a ball. Sorry, I had to say that. Livewire finally nails her with one and is about to shock her to death when Supergirl appears and grabs Batgirl and flies off. But another blast from Livewire drops them both down from the sky. Livewire is about to kill them both, but then her power runs down and disappears. Welcome to Gotham, Batgirl says as a way of greeting. Dude, guys, we don't need Batman. We don't need Superman. We need Batgirl and Supergirl. That's what I'm talking about. Do you agree, Daniel? Do you like girl power?
Yeah, man, for sure.
Good. Like to hear that. As GPD mobilizes to capture Livewire, Harvey Bullock approaches the girls for allowing her to get away. He is the unusual position of asking for Batman's whereabouts and telling the two amateurs to stay out of GPD's way. Supergirl fumes, but Batgirl encourages her that together they are more of a match for Livewire. In a zoo garden, Poison Ivy, and Harvey Bullock, Harley Quinn are sharing a hideout. Harley is itching to get out to get some fun, but Ivy says that they could draw Batman's attention until they have an edge. Then Livewire appears out of nowhere from a toaster and proclaims, "Ladies, meet your edge." All right. I could not wait until we recorded this week because I think it's the perfect time for me to do this. If you guys know the lyrics, please jump in.
Oh God.
On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. A bitter place and a broken dream, and we're all leave it all behind. On this day, it's so real to me. Everything has come to life. Another chance to chase a dream. Another chance to feel. Another chance to feel alive.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Edge is here, guys. Edge is here.
I think that last note cracked my glasses, dude.
Oh, really? Great. I'm glad I did. The new villains team goes to a closed shopping mall to loot the cash machines and raid the stores. Ivy smooches with the guard. Batgirl and Supergirl arrive and catch Livewire alone, managing to take her down with a coating of electric-resistant dust. However, Harley and Ivy join in. Harley knocks Batgirl into an open elevator while Ivy tosses a plant spores that sprouts vines powerful enough to give even Supergirl pause. Harley washes the silicate off Livewire with a it's like a some type of bottle. I forgot what it was. So she can get it out of those the powers. While Harley helps Livewire to get their getaway car, Supergirl finally frees herself off the vines. Ivy tosses another set of Batgirl, but Supergirl destroys them with her heat vision, inadvertently releasing a poisonous cloud of pollen that forces Supergirl to grab Batgirl and fly her to safety, while the villains escape. Speaking of Supergirl, we are getting a Supergirl movie with what's her name?
Amelia Alcock.
Amelia Alcock, yes. Is it next year? Sometime next year?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, next year.
Well, do you guys think she watched this episode to prep up for her role?
Yeah, I think she watched and read every Supergirl thing in existence to prep for the. I mean, to prep.
I guess, but there's a picture of her reading the Supergirl comic, so I guess she watches or read everything.
Yeah,
I'm sure she did some things. I think it'd be a little bit of a stretch to say that she probably watched the one episode of Batman anime series that Supergirl is in, but maybe.
We'll never know until we ask her. Unless Ray knows. Ray, do you know?
I don't know.
Well, can you call her and ask?
It's kind of late. It would be very rude if I would, so I won't.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Even later in Argo City right now. So like, think of the time difference.
Oh, very
That's a
late.
Supergirl reference.
Well, Millie Alcock, if you're listening to this, let us know. Or call in the Brown Boy Wonder hotline there. At Barbara's apartment, the girls bond further as they trade notes on their lives. Kara admires Barbara's computer skills and her life in the big city, while Barbara envies Kara's quieter life in the country. Laughing at their grass is always greener situation, they prepare to take down the villains. Meanwhile, Harley drags Ivy and Livewire to the Iceberg Lounge to celebrate, but Livewire can't sit at any table near so much water. As they argue over the table choice, the Penguin appears and tries to seize the commotion. When Livewire backtalks and calls him lard butt, he orders them to leave. Smiling, the girls suddenly fuse into a close-knit team and starts wreaking havoc, leaving his lounge smothered in tree-sized vines and thorns. Ray, you haven't been on this season. What do you think about the Penguin here? Like his design, the new design.
I like this. I like this a lot, especially considering this Penguin. This season, he's trying to clean up his act.
Yeah.
He when he does something shady, it's all like under the table and whatnot. So I like that he looks more like traditional Penguin, and not a fucking monster.
Well, I asked one of you guys, like, well, I'll ask you, Ray. Do you miss like the flippers of the Penguin?
No, I can appreciate it, but I think it was just one of those things where it's like, okay, that's a bit much, guys. You didn't need to go that far.
I get it. You're dehumanizing the Penguin, even though his name is the Penguin. But I get it. Later, Batgirl and Supergirl approach a frazzled Penguin at the empty lounge while he is overseeing a team cutting through the growth. He mentions hearing rumors about where Ivy and Harley's hideout is. They entered the zoo. Batgirl carrying a tank of silicate to take down Livewire, but Ivy's planet-based warning system tips off the villains, and Ivy quickly reveals Batgirl's of the tank. Comically, Harley knocks herself out by firing a spring-loaded boxing glove at Batgirl from behind, where it bounces harmlessly off of Kara's head, shoots back, and hits Harley. It's pretty good. Ivy rustles Supergirl to the ground with her plants, while Livewire attacks Batgirl. Batgirl shields herself from the electric blast with a garbage pail lid. Livewire fires a soup-up blast, which ends up setting Ivy's plants on fire. Desperate to save her babies, Ivy releases Supergirl and climbs to the water tower, releasing a stream of water that puts out the fire, but shocks Livewire unconscious. A stray electric blast catches Ivy, knocking her out. Oh boy. Well, later at Barbara's apartment, the two superheroes treated themselves to a makeover and a pint of ice cream each as they watched the coverage of their success on the news. When interviewed, Bullock admits that the two rookies, quote unquote, responsible for capturing the three supervillains, show more shows some potential. Concerning the source, Barbara and Kara recognize high praise and they share resounding high five. Boom! Are we giving this positive episode a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I will give it a thumbs up because it's a fun girl episode. Kind of a typical TV show thing to have like a female-centered episode. We've got a lot of female villains, some female heroes, a fun crossover between the Superman show without involving Superman, obviously. So yeah, I think it's a fun one. I think everyone gets to show what they do and has a strong sort of moment, and not a whole lot of complaints. So thumbs up for me.
Yeah, it's a great episode. We need more of this actually. I feel like we need at least half a season of these type of episodes here. What about you, Ray?
I don't like this episode.
What?
Whoa. Ray confirmed not a girl's girl.
Whoa, come on. You don't like the three villains and Supergirl and Batgirl all fighting?
I like just about all of the characters featured in this episode by themselves. There's just something about this that doesn't really work for me. And I don't like that I'm supposed to just like it because it's girls and I'm a girl.
No,
I'm also famously a Barbara Gordon hater. So,
when?
Yeah. I do not like Barbara Gordon, and I have had the realization it's because of Tara Strong's performance. There's something about the way they write Tara's Barbara that I just don't like. It doesn't gel with me. And I don't dig it. And I there's nothing in this episode that really grabs me. I wouldn't say it's bad. If there was a possible way that I could give it a neutral, I would. But we are on a thumbs up or a thumbs down scale here, and I'm just gonna give it a thumbs down.
I respect your rating system there. I get it. But I thought you liked Barbara Gordon. Do you like her from season 1 at least?
I like season 1 Barbara Gordon. She is very cute, and she's not annoying, and she's faithful, and she doesn't cheat on Dick Grayson at all.
But does he cheat on her?
No, of course not.
He just has like a lot of girlfriends, is why I ask.
Not at this time. No.
Not in the show.
No, not in the show. No.
Not at the show at all.
Maybe off screen.
I just mean like, throughout history. Dick Grayson's got two things, and it's a great ass and a lot of girlfriends.
He didn't cheat on Barbara. He cheated with Barbara.
That's true.
That helps. Does that make it better or worse?
I think it's a lose-lose.
I have to check that on the ass. I didn't see a whole lot of ass on Dick Grayson there. I don't know.
All right,
what?
There you go.
I do have an interesting fact. Oh, Danny, you said you loved this episode, right? I think you did.
I'd give it a thumbs up, but I'm pretty middle of the road on it. I think it's like kind of fine. I don't have any particular like dislike for it, but it's definitely not one that I would be like holding up as like a, hey man, if you're gonna watch BTAS, this is one you should watch. So,
gotcha. Well, I do have an interesting fact for this episode. Batman / Bruce Wayne has appeared on every show in the DC animated universe, but this is the only crossover episode in which characters from another show appear on his.
Okay.
It's pretty good. All right, now we're getting to our last episode for this episode here. It is episode 20, Mad Love. The episode starts with Commissioner Gordon getting a dentist appointment as a part of the police physical. But the dentist actually turns out to be the Joker, who has led Jordan.
Jordan.
Joker and Gordon, as Jordan, led Gordon into a trap. Harley Quinn straps Gordon on to the chair as Joker prepares to kill him with a drill through his head. When Batman busts through the window to save him, Harley sprays gas at him to stun him while they made their escape. But not before Joker throws a grenade at them. Batman throws it out of the window moments before it exploded. Joker said, "May the floss be with you." Have you guys had a nightmare where your dentist is like about to kill you?
No. What a specific ass question.
I don't know. What about you, Ray?
No, I'm one of those people where I don't have the fear of the dentist because I practically grew up in a dental office because my mom worked at a dentist's. So no, I don't.
That makes sense.
I don't have fear of dentists. I do have nightmares about like my teeth falling out, but that's pretty common.
What about you, Anthony? Had your dentist almost drilled your head?
Yeah.
You need a new dentist.
Well, I don't have them now. There's an old dentist.
Oh,
Okay. Well, if that dentist is listening to us right now, sir, get a new job.
I hope he's been disbarred.
I hope so. Oh. Meanwhile, back at Joker's lair, the Joker's thinking of ways to kill Batman. At the same moment, Harley attempts to flirt with him in order to get his attention, which the Joker.
I love that you're saying it like it's a gossip. Oh, did you see Harley and Joker under the bleachers?
We all saw. We saw. Well, the Joker was not interested in any of what Harley was saying. Harley then suggested that
you're
Joker.
You're not gonna say the line.
What was the line?
You're not gonna say the most famous line in Batman animated history.
I'll let you do it.
Okay. She says, "What's the matter, Puddin'? Don't you want to rev up your Harley?" And she goes,
He gets really into it.
Perfect.
What was that joke supposed to be for kids? It's pretty clear what it is, but like, what are kids supposed to take that as?
I think it's her being silly. That's what maybe kids will approach to that.
I just want, like, I knew it was coming, and I still didn't like expect it. I was like, "Damn, she horny. That's crazy."
We gotta investigate Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, at least for this season, because we got that Roxy Rocket incident. We got that Baby Doll and Killer Croc episode.
There's nothing to investigate. They're perverts.
They were really horny, dude.
Like,
Case
Bruce
closed.
Timm has drawn porn of these characters in his art style before. Like, you can find that.
Whoa, I did not know that.
That's
Okay.
crazy. Where would you find that?
No, hold on.
you
Let's be reasonable here. It's not porn. It's just,
Well,
make-
he doesn't post the actual porn. The risque stuff you can find on his Instagram.
yeah, risky.
Oh.
It's tasteful.
Softcore.
Okay. Well, I'll still do a big, deep investigation. Hopefully by
You're
the end of
not
next
allowed.
episode.
You're just a kid. You can't do that. You're not
Thank
allowed
you.
to look at that.
Film's extra. Spider-Man 3 reference. Harley then suggested that Joker just shoot Batman, but the Joker claims that he wants to give him a superior, complicated death that would humiliate Batman. Frustrated, the Joker kicks out Harley. Confused and angry, Harley wonders how her life turned for the worse when she starts to think it is all Batman's fault. At that moment, she has a flashback of when she started working at Arkham Asylum as a new psychiatrist. When Harley was first interviewing the Joker, he claimed that he had an abusive father. My father was a fiend that beat him almost every day, and that the only time he saw his father or his Faja happy when he brought the Joker to the circus when he was 7 years old. He laughed really hard at the clowns there doing things like dropping their pants. I should have asked you in the first episode. Have you guys been to a circus? I haven't.
I thought you were just about to ask if we've been abused and be like, that's too dark for this.
No. 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 Yeah, have you guys been to a circus?
I have vague memories from when like I was little, so I think so.
Okay. Oh, like the classic circus, like the live wire.
I don't remember like a big top or anything, but I remember popcorn and animals.
Okay.
I had like one of those like traveling ones where it's like the circus, but cool. Here's motorcycles, but we also have the animal stuff too. So I guess sort of circus adjacent.
What about rodeos? Are there like kind of like circuses ish?
No.
No. Oh, what about you, Anthony? Have you been to a circus?
No.
No.
Ray, were you describing? Did Ray go to Bam Margera's Nitro Circus? Is that what Ray went to?
No, maybe.
I would have loved to go to Nitro Circus. I don't think I did.
What about you, Daniel, or Demon Daniel? I don't know if Demon Daniel went there, but have you been to a circus, man?
Yeah, I mean, not for like a really long time. I don't even know if a circus has been in town for the last couple of years, but yeah, as a kid, I went a couple of times.
Yeah, I always want to go one. Every time I see like a movie about a circus, or like that movie with Colin Farrell and Danny DeVito. Was it Dumbo? Yeah, I think it was Dumbo.
That movie.
Yeah, that movie, Dumbo. Oh well, the next day he had his father best pants around his ankles, like the clowns he saw at the circus. But his father, Fajer, broke his nose in response. He called that the downside of comedy, that they always take shots from folks who just don't get the joke. Do you guys agree with that?
Such a vague question to ask. We're gonna ignore this one. Let's move on.
Let's move on. After numerous interviews, Harley concluded that Joker was not an insane criminal, but a tortured soul looking for acceptance. And that many people, especially Batman, are getting in the way of that. Finally, desiring to help Joker, she went to the novelty store and took various prank toys, a mask, and a costume. Upon returning to Arkham, she broke the Joker out of Arkham, with the Joker observing her now as Harley Quinn. Do you guys like this origins of Harley or the Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn origins?
We'll let Ray take this one.
Go ahead.
Do I like peak masterpiece or shit from an ass?
Whoa.
I can go into it probably at the end of the episode because I don't want to delay it too much. But I prefer this over the Margot Robbie one.
Okay. I think what we might agree with you there, all of us here. At the end of the flashback, Harley gets an idea how to get rid of Batman. She sends a tape to the police department addressing to Batman that the Joker plans to eliminate the whole city with a gas bomb. She also asks Batman to give her protection in return for helping to stop Joker. Later at the docks, Harley gives Batman the blueprints for the Joker's plans. When suddenly Joker appears and starts shooting at them. But when Batman tosses a batarang at him, the Joker turns out to be a robot and a distraction. for Harley to knock out Batman with a medical shot. Upon regaining consciousness, Batman finds himself hanging upside down over a piranha tank. I have a fun fact for piranhas, so here we go. Piranhas have surprisingly a diverse diet. Eats plants and seeds. They communicate by barking, and they live in groups for safety, not to hunt.
All right, that was interesting.
Well,
Pretty good. It's pretty good. Have you guys seen a piranha? I've never seen a piranha in real life.
I feel like there has to have been some at like a zoo or something that I saw, but I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I think I've seen one at like in an aquarium and all, but like not in real life because they're not indigenous to America. At least not in North
Well,
America.
and you can't.
Where they live?
Because of your
Well-
bonitis.
Oh. Well, where do piranhas live? Do they live in like South America?
They live in the
The water.
Amazon.
Amazon.
The Amazon. Hey, how come you didn't ask me if I liked this one better than Margot Robbie?
Oh, because we all agreed, no?
Yeah, but I just wanted to be included.
Oh, no. Do you like Margot Robbie's origins of Harley Quinn?
No,
Do you like Margot's Robbies?
I like
Yeah, do you
Margot
love-
Robbie.
Oh, we all
Like in general, I think she's pretty cool.
It's
But
pretty cool.
no, so this is actually my second favorite version of the Harley Quinn origin story. I think it's
Mhm.
I mean, it is the first one, so it does like a really good job of it. But I really like there was a book called Harleen from DC Black Label.
Oh,
I'm a really big fan of
yes.
that one because it's basically just this, but told with like a slower burn, and everyone's really hot.
I love I believe that artist's name. I'm
can't pronounce
probably
his last name.
mispronouncing
It's
it because he's
impossible.
Croatian. Steven Shijic.
Something like that.
Harleen is great. I
So
love that
good.
so much.
Big fan.
I might have to read that then.
Yeah, it's probably tame enough that you wouldn't be upset by the amount of sex in it.
Oh, there. Oh. Well, I thought you were going to say Birds of Prey was going to be your favorite origin story of Margot Robbie's Harley. But
Didn't we just talk? Didn't I just say no?
I know,
Didn't
but
just say no.
I thought I thought you were joking and you're going to say Birds of Prey. But you twisted my mind there.
Gotcha.
All right. Thank you. Harley says she was lying about the gas bombs so she can lure Batman into a trap and tried the death of 100 Smiles plan. Since the Joker could not get the piranhas to smile, she had the idea to hang the victim upside down to make it look like they're smiling. It's pretty smart. She thinks it will impress the Joker, but Batman laughs ha 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 at the thought. That Batman laugh, which is something he rarely does. He told Harley that Joker tricked her from the start. He's also told her that Joker was lying about his father during the interviews, but by recalling some of the secrets he shared. Harley is shaken, but still refuses to believe him and prepares to drop Batman. But he claims that it won't make the Joker believe that he is really dead. So Harley calls the Joker to her location so he can see Batman's death himself, knowing that Jokers would be happy to see Batman die. However, the Joker is furious to the point he strikes Harley since he was never told about her plan to trap Batman, and says that he only wanted Batman dead if he did it and if he wants to. Is the Joker wrong in this situation?
I mean, he's not wrong in the sense that if you have to explain a joke, it's not funny. So like in the basis of comedy, he's not wrong. Everything
Right.
else probably in the wrong in that regard, but this is
100%.
about a jokes, and he takes jokes very seriously. So like,
Oh.
you know, there's two sides of this story.
I guess so. What do you think, Daniel?
In general, I'm just going to side against the Joker because he's a murderer and a criminal.
Pretty
So
sick.
to play it safe, since since this is going out publicly, I do not abide by the thoughts of a sociopathic clown.
Same
man.
here. I same here. Same with Ray, right? You do agree, Ray?
What? Yeah, sure, totally. Mhm.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
no, like obviously, yes.
Okay. Well, Harley then explains her plan, but it made the Joker even more angrier, and he tells her that if you explain a joke, then there is no joke. Before attacking Harley with a plastic swordfish, he then knocks her out of the window, which badly injures her. Joker lowers Batman onto the floor and apologizes for Harley's shenanigans, telling him that he should do this another time before walking away. But then the Joker stops and sees this as an opportunity to kill Batman himself. He prepares to shoot him, apparently taking Harley's early suggestion, but Batman shatters the tank, freeing the piranhas as they bite the Joker. Joker had to come in. He does not deserve to be alive at this moment. He hurt Harley. He's about to want to kill Batman. Joker, we had enough with you here. Batman managed to reach his utility belt and uses his lockpick to free himself as he chases the Joker. In order to escape, the Joker leaps on a train. Batman gets on the train too, telling Joker that Harley generally nearly succeeded in killing him. His limbs were bound with chains. He didn't have access to his belt and was dizzy from the blood rushing to his head. Batman knew Joker's ego would never allow anyone else to finish him, but if he hadn't persuaded Harley to call Joker, he had no way out. In fact, she was far closer to finishing him than Joker ever has. He even mockingly called Joker Puddin', the nickname Joker now hates. The Joker fights Batman and gains the upper hand at first, but Batman knocks Joker into a burning smokestack, making him fall, screaming to yet another apparent death. In the final scenes, Harley is escorted back to Arkham, but this time as a signed patient, thinking that she saw the Joker for who he really is, a murderous, manipulative, unredeemable psychopath. Oh, redeemable. Unredeemable? Just a psychopath.
Okay.
Harley angrily swore that she would never love him again. Good job, Harley. But she quickly fell back in love again when she found a get well soon card on a flower signed by Joker himself, revealing that Joker has once again survived his encounter with Batman. Are we giving this complicated relationship episode a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I mean, it's the Harley Quinn origin. It doesn't get much better than this. Like you said, there's other interpretations that go into it a bit more, but like this is the OG, and they really nail it. And I have to give it a thumbs up. I think it's great. I love Harley for reasons like this episode. Like there's just so much to her.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Ray?
No, save me for last.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's true.
She's gonna
Daniel,
say she hates it.
No. I'm predicting she'll love it. But Daniel, do you hate murderers?
Yes,
What about this episode?
pretty good. Like this one a lot. I think it's pretty good. There's a couple of things that I think are a little awkward. I think the rev up your Harley joke like doesn't
Absolutely.
super play for a children's cartoon, but it's all good. Like it doesn't. It's a very good story. Especially like how it ends, where like she's starting to kind of like see through Joker shit a little bit. I don't know if that plays out in the remaining 7 episodes or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. It's like we're taking the first steps to like almost not redeeming her, I guess, but like Well, yeah, maybe redeem her, like turning her back
Kind of.
to not a villain.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this episode is the calling card for Harley Quinn here. Great episode. Very complicated love she has for the Joker. But yeah, great episode. Thumbs up, huge thumbs up. 2 thumbs up, maybe 3. I don't know. What about you, Ray? Do you love this episode?
I do. So, if for those closest to me, no, I am a big classic Harley fan.
Right.
I love, again, classic Harley. I love the tragedy that is Harleen Quinzel. She is a psychiatrist set out to make a name for herself, and that's why she's like, I want the Joker. He's gonna open up to me,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna ignore all the signs in all my schooling, and I'm going to go for this. And she falls hook, line, and sinker for everything he tells her. She's such a tragic character,
Mm.
and you get so much of that in this show, even though we don't go into the depths of it like Harleen does. I really like it. There's this story has been adapted into a comic also called Mad Love, where they expand upon things. I'm not like a big fan of certain details in that, but overall it's still the same. But yeah, I really like this episode, and it's a lot of fun, even though it is sad.
It is very sad. You had an interesting fact, but you said it. It was a one-shot comic called Batman Adventures Mad Love. They just pretty much took the same plot line from there. And yeah, and then we got this episode here. Well, yeah, it's a great episode. That is it, guys. We only have 4 more episodes of Batman the Animated Series. We started back in January. It's almost October. No, September just started. It's September. It's been a ride, guys. It's been a ride. But next week or the next time will be our series finale of Batman the Animated Series. I believe after that we'll do, of course, the Mystery of Batwoman, and of course there are top 5 episodes of the series. But until then, where can they find you, Ray?
You can find me basically everywhere under the username The Ray Sketches.
I've seen your sketches. 10 out of 10.
Oh, thank you.
Problem. What about you, Daniel?
I was not expecting to go second. You can find me. You can find my podcast on Spotify and YouTube. That's Ready Set Replay, or you can follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky at DanielMCG.
That's like, you just uploaded, I believe, a new episode on your thing.
I did. But I have no idea when this episode is going to go up, so I don't know which one it's going to be.
Oh,
So,
well,
but there's new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday.
there we go. And what about you, Anthony? Can they find you in the Batcave?
Not in the Batcave currently.
Oh.
I hope you guys don't know where the Batcave is. Shouldn't be able to find that. But
That's true.
can find me. You're looking around for it. Yeah, you can find me at Anthony Lantern on pretty much all social media platforms. I have my own YouTube channel, Anthony Reviews, where Anthony reviews mostly action figures and such. So if you like Batman and you like Robin, as of this recording, which dates it, I have a new video talking about some Robin figures. So if you like stuff like that, feel free to check that out. I also have my own podcast called The Grud, where my friend Kirk Beatty and I discuss movies and TV shows that we've seen. So if you want to hear us talk about movies that we've checked out, whether they be new releases, re-releases, whatever it may be, we talk about box office stuff and things like that. It's a fun time, so feel free to check it out. The Grud on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Fantastic. Of course, you know where to follow this podcast at Brownboywonders Podcast at all social media. of course, TikTok and Instagram, all of that. And I do have before we close out here, I think it was on this day, September 6th, I think a friend of ours sent this link or this news article, whatever, this fact pretty much, that this day it is, let me look it up. Hold on. Give me one moment here. You guys talk among yourself here. Let me just
My
look it up
goodness,
real
what's
quick.
happening?
Let me look it up here 1 second here.
Like how you said,
being-
talk amongst yourselves, and now he's still talking.
Yeah, here we go.
Just talk over 'em. Oh, never mind.
Here we go. Batman, the anime series, premiered 33 years ago to this day, September 6th. So that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Until then, guys, we'll see you next time.